Welcome back to the NCWLIFE channel's Top 10 Candidate Interviews. And now we meet candidate Ellie Toth, who is the daughter of Andrew and Connie. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming in. Easiest question to start off with, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I have an older brother and I have a younger sister who I go to for just about anything. I have a dog, his name's Walter, and he's the biggest cuddle buddy I think I've ever known. And then that's kind of my home life where I relax. And at school, I'm involved with leadership. I'm vice president this year. And I also participate in soccer and track. And I try to go to clubs when I can.
Being involved in sports, soccer, track, right?
Yes.
What has that taught you?
It's taught me a lot of things. Soccer, I've been playing since I was about 4. And I think the biggest thing it's taught me is how to work with the people around you. Like no matter the situation, how to kind of find the good in others around you and how to work with them and communicate. Communication, it's one thing we've said many, many times in soccer. But it's definitely taught me how to work with the people around you, even in really tough situations. And
soccer is something where you communicate not only verbally, but eye contact and things like that too, right?
Yeah, once you get to know the girls really well, you kind of just give them a look and they know what you mean.
Okay, I don't know how to pronounce it, but what is Capernaum?
Yeah, it's Capernaum.
Oh, Capernaum, okay.
Yeah, I've had a really hard time. I think I said it wrong even when I was involved with it. I didn't go really well. But it's something that I started last year, and I'm a leader this year, but it's a young life group for students with intellectual disabilities. And it's every Thursday night, and it's something I'm super passionate about. I've done unified sports as well, and it's just kind of a night where I get to unwind and just talk to all the kids and students who go. It's one of my favorite things, and I'm so happy I got involved with it.
Unified sports, how did you get involved with that?
It was last year, actually, and I became friends with this girl, Haley, who was doing it, and she comes up to me every day, and she goes, Ellie, are you gonna come to Unified today? Please come. And I kind of didn't know what it was, and I was always saying I was too busy or couldn't go. But then one day I went to the athletic office and I got it, like everything, all my waivers in, and I just started going and I met all these people, and that's kind of how I got involved with Capernaum too.
Okay. Why did you decide to do this and run for Apple Blossom?
Well, ever since I was little, like of course, I've seen the Apple Blossom royalty, and you see their big fluffy dresses and their crowns. And I was always googly-eyed by that. But I think it wasn't until last year, and I was kind of debating if I wanted to do it or not, and I kind of saw what this was truly about and what Apple Blossom meant to everyone in it. And I was realized this was something that I was super passionate about, and it was something that I wanted to represent and I wanted to be a part of. And I think that's what really changed my mind. Tell
me about climbing Mount Adams.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
How did that come to be?
My dad is an avid climber. I don't even know how he started it, but he kind of dragged me into it, whether I wanted to or not. And that was 2 summers ago, I think, is when we did it. And at first, I don't think I really realized how big Mount Adams was. And so he came up to me and he just said, Ellie, do you want to go? And we can climb Mount Adams. It's going to be fun. It's just 2 days. And I just said yes. I didn't really think about it. And we started going up the mountain, and it's steep. It's very steep. And it was snowy, but I think when we finally summited and we got over to the top, I just kind of looked around and I didn't realize really what I did, but I looked at my dad, and it was a really, really cool moment. And I think that's how we bond, my dad and I, kind of. And it was something I will forever be proud of because it took a lot of work.
Now you say you want to go into business administration, but you also want to keep that art and design. So does that mean you're going to own your own design shop someday, or what are you going to do with that? What I really wanted to do was, start a business of some kind, and I wanted to kind of have a job where I could have leadership abilities and keep my kind of creative, artistic side too, because that's something I've always wanted to do ever since I was little, and I've always been doodling on my notes and different things. And then with leadership, I wanted to incorporate that. And I have a friend, her name's Heather, and her parents own a coffee shop. And they started it from the ground up, and that really inspired me, and I wanted to do something like that. And they created their own logo, and they did all this work to create a really cool shop. And I wanted to do something like that, and I started looking at different jobs, and these two combined kind of created what I wanted to do.
Okay. What do you think is going to be your lasting memory from this experience of being a part of the top 10?
Lasting memory. The girls. I mean, I can say, I've said it time and time again, but they are truly one of the best things that's happened to me in a long time. They know like how to be kind, and they know how to open up your heart even though you barely know a person. And throughout this whole experience, they've kind of calmed me down, and we all reassure each other that we're made to be here and we're here for a reason. And they kind of bring out the best in me, and I've never really found a group of 9 other girls that can do that.
That's pretty awesome. So anything else our viewers need to know about Ellie before we let you go?
What to know about Ellie? I am a sucker for rom-coms, romantic comedies. They're something that I will forever love. And yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fine. The Upside, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet, it's very
Upside?
good.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a new movie out right now, so yeah.
I have not seen it yet.
I don't know if you're going to have time with all of this going on, but you know. Well, Ellie, best of luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You bet. Ellie Toth, candidate for Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. We will have more coming up here on the NCWLIFE channel.